Hi Leo, and welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for anybody that happens upon this video. There may be a message in here for you, but specifically the sun, moon, and rising signs of Leo, as well as your Venus, your midheaven, potentially your Mars, just wherever your placements are. This video is for you. If you're cross-watching, I hope that you find all that you need at this time. But I do certainly hope that June has been treating you fairly well up to this point, and that in the midst of anything that you may be going through, that you are still taking care of yourself. That is very important. But let's get right into your reading for the mid-month, what you are coming into energetically. What came out was the Three of Wands, followed by the King of Swords, and the World card. Okay, coming into your obstacles, you have the Nine of Cups, followed by the Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Then coming into the end of June, ways to overcome these energies, we have the Eight of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so off the bat, what I'm sensing is that there's an apology to be made, or somebody may have apologized to you. I'm just seeing that with the Three of Wands and the King of Swords. And this World card, wanting to put an end to something that in the past or up to this point hasn't really had a resolution, wanting to end a karmic cycle, wanting to bring balance back into the situation. I'm just sensing and hearing being kinged, being crowned. Somebody wants to king you, or you need to queen somebody. I'm just seeing that because symbolically in the Three of Wands, this guy is asking for forgiveness because he took something from Jason that was duly his and is wanting to give it back to him, right? And then you see in this King of Swords, he has a crown, although it's a very different, more intricate crown. He's still wearing one, right? So just symbolically, I just feel like somebody's trying to king you, or you need to king or queen somebody and put an end to what has transpired. And I'm seeing in this King of Swords an equilateral triangle, which is all around his, I don't know if it'll focus. Hopefully it'll focus for you guys. There we go. Hopefully you see it. But there are triangles all around the throne that he's sitting on, and they're equilateral triangles, equal sides, meaning balance, and he's holding a balanced beam. So it's like you're wanting to bring harmony and balance back into a situation, and just really come full circle. That's what I'm getting, especially with this World card. But as far as the obstacles, I'm sensing that the wish has not yet been fulfilled. It's like you can't win for losing, and that's what I'm getting with this Nine of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles energy. It's like you've tried to express yourself emotionally, right, as far as letting people know where you were coming from, like your standpoint on the situation, and being heard in that way. You try to be more passionate, maybe by your actions and what you're doing for this person, or what somebody's trying to do for you, right? This can be vice versa energy. You have tried to think of, with this Two of Pentacles, different ways to approach the situation, different ways that you can handle the situation, anything else that you can do, and it's kind of like all that you've tried has been kind of done in vain. But I don't want you to feel discouraged, because that can kind of be what can come of this Two of Pentacles energy, and not being heard, or not feeling like your side is also appreciated and or understood. Don't be discouraged, but I need you to understand that in the case that you have wronged somebody, in the case that you potentially may have caused somebody pain through your own actions or your own behavior, because you don't always have to physically do something to someone. It can be just how you verbally express yourself and or are closed off to other people that makes somebody feel a certain type of way. Right? You can just come off as being cold and detached, and that can cause someone to want to walk out of your life, especially if they're more of a warm-hearted type of person. It just depends. Just if you cause somebody pain, you have to come to realize that it takes time for people to get over emotional upsets. Alright, I'm definitely sensing that with the Eight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. You may have sent somebody into a point of needing to walk away from you and just kind of take a hiatus and really get themselves together, because now they have to heal the aspect of themselves that you hurt. Of course, with them allowing you to hurt them in that way, right? They have to take responsibility for the part that they played into it as well. But it takes time for people to get over things that are emotionally upsetting, especially once they form emotional attachments to you or you to them, however the situation has been playing out. It takes time. But all hope is not lost, because the Wheel of Fortune does turn in your favor. There is a wish that is granted, right? This is divine union, especially if you're talking about a romantic partnership, but this is also divine appointments, right? Divine breakthroughs and opportunities on the job front, or in just what is it called? I don't know if coalescing with other people is the word, but in forming better relationships going forward, because you have learned your lesson. And I'm definitely getting that with the World card, and so you will be rewarded for that. There is I don't know if I want to say a windfall of good things to come your way, but there is definitely a turn of events that can fall in your favor, or that will fall in this other person's favor if you haven't yet learned the lesson and somebody is rewarded for something. So as this resonates for you emotionally within yourself, in the way that you hold yourself to a certain standard, in the way that you take care of yourself, right, before you can pour out into other people. If this is in regards to needing to wait it out and wait for divine timing to reunite with somebody that you have a deep love for, and that is, in a sense, blessed by God, blessed by the universe, somebody that you are supposed to be with, whether this is about walking away from a job, like cutting ties with a job that just was not fulfilling for you, that was not connected to your purpose in any way. Like, you've done everything that you were supposed to do, you got everything that you could out of that job, and it's just kind of like cutting those ties and getting closure with that and starting a new chapter that is more connected to your purpose. Then that is what's going to happen. But it's needing to realize that you just need to let go. If you've been putting in a lot of efforts, or if this opposing force has been putting in a lot of effort, there's nothing else that can be done at this point. You gave it your best shot, so the best thing that you can do is to walk away. I feel like people underestimate the way that things manifest, and underestimate the gift of letting go and letting God, in a sense, letting the universe work for you. There's going to come a point in your life when you don't want the thing that you desire anymore, and that's when the miracle happens. It's like you've worked so hard, you've wanted this thing, whatever the thing is, so much and for so long. It's like you've prayed over it, you've worked for it, you've actively taken steps to manifest it, and you haven't seen it yet transpire in your life. You need to let it go. There's going to come a point where it's like you can do nothing else, and that is when it changes. So I would say take that into consideration coming into your mid-month and the end of June. Just energetically, stop wanting it so badly. right? Lose any attachment to it. Lose any desire that you have had for it. And I know it's kind of contradicting what I was saying earlier in the month of June, as far as needing to hold the visualization a little bit longer for the things that you want to manifest. You've done that. You know what it is that you want. You are very clear on that, or you need to get clear coming into the mid-month on the things that you want, cutting ties with the things that no longer serve you so that you can have that thing. But once you visualize it, you definitely need to let it go. Because if you don't, then it becomes a point of obsession. And when you try to chase after the things that you want, they tend to flee from you, right? They will continue to run from you. It's going to take that much longer for it to come to fruition. So if you've done the apologizing, if somebody has apologized to you, just hear this person out, right? And go into a point of deliberation about what it is that they have said. And definitely make that choice. Mull it over if you want to move forward with this person or not. But there is an ending to some type of cycle that seems pretty karmic. I'm also sensing that you need to listen more to your higher self. That could also be an obstacle for the mid-month with this Two of Wands energy, with the Hierophant in the background, which is connected to spirit as well as to the earthly plane. You may not be spending enough time with yourself. You may be receiving downloads and you're not necessarily paying attention to them, or you don't know what to do with them. You need to seek out counsel, or do a little bit more research coming into mid-month on the types of omens that you may have been seeing, the types of synchronicities as far as time. I'm definitely getting number 33 with the Three of Wands and the equilateral triangle in the King of Swords. That's 2 3s, so you may have been seeing that a lot and don't know what that means. You may have been seeing 22, 222, and you may not understand what that means. Like, do more research about numerology this month then, or just look into the dreams that you've been having and the messages that are trying to come to you this month, so you know what to do, so you know how to maneuver through these conflicting energies that you may be feeling, as far as approaches to take or just a direction to go to in general. Again, how that applies. I'm hearing keep your eyes and your ears open. So definitely consider that as well. I can't really tell you what to do, right? There's free will in this. But I do hope that you definitely consider what I have to say and continue to do your own research as well, so that you can make the best decision. But definitely listen to your higher self. Stop ignoring the signs if you have been, because there are messages within them that you need to decode for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm getting a sense that there needs to be a release, to be a reunion towards your purpose, your goals, your own personal accomplishments, and your divine partner, right? So definitely start setting new intentions. I definitely believe like you guys are coming to the end of a chapter with this new moon that we are also having. Today would be the perfect day to start to set those new intentions and to release that old energy of the past, right? So that's what I'm getting for you guys. As far as chakras though, definitely the throat chakra, your sacral and solar plexus, and your root chakra. It may be underactivated this month, the root. So come back into balance with that. If you don't know how to do that, I will leave a link in the description box below for you to check out. But at this time, if this resonated for you, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. I will talk to you guys in July.